It's a beautiful sunny Sunday, and I thought I would sit down and film a what's in my bag video for you today. I've done it in the past. I love watching other people's what's in my bag videos, and today I am focusing on my couch bag, which is the bag that I carry from room to room all over the house, sometimes outside of the house too. But it basically houses my current knitting project, my Kindle or my current book that I'm reading, some journals, and just whatever else I'm working on and can be stuffed in a bag. So I've been seeing videos all over social media this month of people sharing their analog bags, and it's basically the same thing. It's very exciting to see so many people making these bags up in an attempt to stay off their phones and just not spend so much time on social media. It's definitely difficult to do that, and I think having some crafts and hobbies around you is really helpful. So I've been carrying this bag around the house for a couple of years. I think lots of knitters or journalers have already done this. I remember years and years ago, I think I had one based on stationery, and it was, I think, inspired by the shop Kuchen and the Superior Labor canvas bags. And I loved having a little bag with my journals and my pencil case and my little mini printer in it. It was perfect, and you could take it anywhere. Often I take these types of bags into the backyard in the nicer weather, and I can sit at the table and get some things done. I started calling it a couch bag after my friend Courtney from Little Raven Inc. was talking about hers. I just think it's the perfect name of this bag for me because I work from home and I spend a lot of time at home. It's a couch bag. It just goes wherever I go, and it's filled with a lot of stuff. So this is my current couch bag. It's in one of my leather carryall bags. This is in the sand color. It's really packed full at the moment. And the reason for that is I've been spending a lot of time outside of the house this week. My mom had hip surgery last week, and my two sisters and I have been taking turns spending the nights there or just doing shifts. And I really like to have my stuff with me. There isn't a lot of time to be knitting or reading while I'm there, but you never know. And I just like having everything near me. It's like a comfort bag, having my knitting project and my book. And so I thought I would share what's in mine at the moment, and also a little update about what's been going on around here this month so far. I hope you guys have had a great start to the year. It's going by so quickly already, and we have had snowstorms and then really mild weather and then snowstorms again. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, but I spent the first week, maybe 2 weeks of the month, really easing into my routines again, trying to get some rest, just getting back on track after the holiday season, and it was so nice. I've been really inspired by so many creative things as well. There just isn't enough time in the day right now to do them all, because all I want to do is knit, read, go through my cookbooks and find new recipes to try. I've been enjoying time sewing in the studio and just so many other things. I even found a new hobby to try. Risky, because I know I don't have a lot of time, but I was totally sucked in with the whole needlepoint craze that is happening right now. I saw quite a few videos and it really appealed to me. I've tried cross stitch in the past and I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not sure why. And I've tried embroidery quite a few times. I have a little basket set up and a whole bunch of tools and things, but I just don't enjoy that process. But I watched a few videos of people doing needlepoint And it really appealed to me. And I love the outcome. I love the final projects. I just think having little ornaments or little pillows with sayings on them, even panels for bags, I was really intrigued. And so I've ordered a kit to try it out with a little bookmark piece and a few of the colors that you need. And so I'm giving it a try. Very excited about that. And once that comes, that will also go in my hobby couch bag or analogue bag. And I will say that my bag is not completely analog. I do sometimes keep my iPad in there. I keep my e-reader in there. And if I'm going outside of the house, I'll also throw in a little pouch with all my chargers because that is essential. So I've been really busy this month getting back to normal life, finding tons of inspiration, and also getting back into work. I am having a shop update tonight with Black Plum leather, which is one of my favorite colors. I've had quite a few requests for it in the last month or so, which is why I'm focusing on that color for January. I'm also doing a new leather of the month kind of thing. Because I do small batches of bags in my shop, I've decided to choose one leather color per month. There may be times where there are two if it's a busier time, but for the most part, I'm choosing one leather color per month, and then I will do a shop update with that one. And I'm basing the color on the requests that I'm gathering, as well as what kind of goes with the season and that time, and just keeping in mind that I am like switching it up, keeping things fresh, and I'm really excited about it. So this month, or today, is Black Plum. I'm pretty sure next month's color choice will be avocado, which I haven't had in a very long time. And I've gotten a lot of requests for that one too. But if you have a request for a leather color, just leave me a comment down below. I'm kind of gathering them casually and figuring out what color will be next in line. So tonight I will have some everything leather tote bags, some carryall bags, which is this style, bunny bags, a few of the mini tote bags, and I think some medium zip pouches as well. Yeah, that's what I have lined up for tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's pretty much what's been going on around here. My mom had hip surgery last week. So my sisters and I have been really busy taking turns sleeping over there and just doing shifts. And so the last week has been very, very full. I haven't had much knitting time. My routines are kind of off at the moment, but having my stuff nearby is a bit of a comfort to me. I think it's kind of like when you were little and you have a stuffed toy and just dragged it around with you. That's what this bag has become for me. So even if I don't get a chance to pull anything out or to spend much time working on anything in here, I just feel good having it close by. So I think I mentioned this is the carryall bag. It's quite full. I'm gonna pull everything out and show you what I have in here, but you can really use any bag. I think the only thing that is required is that it is a good size for you. If it is a bigger bag or a smaller bag, it doesn't really matter. It just depends on what projects you want to put in it or what you have to put in it. A lot of the analog bags that I've seen online don't have as much, I think, as mine. A lot of them have like a crossword puzzle or a needlepoint project. I haven't seen too many with knitting. Most of them are just bags filled with things that will keep you occupied and off your phone. A lot of people have coloring books with markers in theirs. I think they're so much fun to watch because you get a lot of ideas as well, and you don't have to be a knitter or a journaler to do this. I think it's just a great idea to focus on your hobbies. I've also transferred my couch bag contents into one of my everything leather tote bags when I go over to my mom's, because that's a little bit small for adding in my iPad and my chargers. And so this bag is huge. It fits everything and a little bit more. And so I've been using this, but you can really just use anything. I thought this bag would be really great. This is one of those tote bags that you get at a fiber festival. I got this a few years ago at Indie Untangled. So any kind of canvas tote, if you have an LL Bean boat tote, also perfect. You can really use any bag that you have. So let's get into what is currently in my couch bag or my analog bag. The front of my bag has a bag charm on it that I made myself last year. I really enjoy making these. This one says make because that was my word of the year last year. I've chosen my word for this year. It is still, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't have complete thoughts on it just yet. I'm kind of working out how it's going to be used for me this year, but so far, so good. Let's get into what is in the side pockets first. Over here, I have a little field notes notebook with a pen, which to me is essential. I sometimes will get a phone call. I need to jot down a phone number or some kind of information, or I have a thought and I just want to scribble it somewhere. Sometimes I'll use it to keep track of knitting repeats. So this is essential for me in every bag. I think I have little notebooks in every single bag that I use. This side, I have the Lumi light, which is a portable light. Very, very good for the evenings when we are sitting in front of the television and we just have lamps on, or sometimes it's even darker. Glenn really likes to watch movies in the dark. So this is great if I want to knit and I just need to see a stitch now and then. I can knit without really looking, but every once in a while, I like to just kind of look down, make sure I haven't made a mistake. And this is really helpful. Let's get into the main compartment because look at how much stuff is in here. I'll start with my knitting. Right now, I just have one knitting project in here, and it's starting to fill up the bag because it's the Cozy Comfort Throw. It's going to be a very large project, may not be the most portable one for much longer, but I'm still obsessed with this project. It's all I've been knitting on the last few weeks. This past few days, I haven't been able to knit at all, but it comes with me because I'm just enjoying it so much. You don't really need to think too much about it. I think it's turning out beautifully. Here's where I am so far, but I feel like I'm going to have to switch this project in my couch bag soon, and this will just have to live by my cozy chair in the front room, and will probably have to stay there. So this is the Cozy Comfort Throw using Advent Minis, held together with one color. I am just using an undyed fingering weight yarn, and I'm loving it. The pattern is by Molly Klatt of A Homespun House. And I'm also using a Homespun House minis from an advent calendar that I've had for a couple of years. I've been saving it for this project. It was actually all set out in a tray with just the little beginnings of it. And I'm so happy that I picked it up and I've gotten really into it. But I do still have my Sophie hood and my habitation throw, so I think I'm going to rotate one of those projects into this bag next. Speaking of my Sophie hood, it's right here. I've made a little bit of progress on it. It's beautiful, and I really should focus on this so that I can wear it. We have had snowstorms this past week. They were so bad, windy, freezing cold weather. The Sophie hood would be perfect right now. I also have one of my medium zip pouches in here. Sometimes I'll have a Notions pouch in here if it's mostly knitting, but at the moment I have all kinds of things in here. And so this pouch contains, oh, I have some very random things in here. I just remembered. So lately when I am knitting, I start to get a sore hand. And so I found one of these in James's room and I've been using it. I don't know what you call it, but it's just one of those sensory things, and I will do this with it and try and release some of the tension in my right hand in particular. You can squeeze it, you can just roll it. I really like it. Sometimes I just need to do this for a few seconds and then pick up my project again later because my hand gets very, very tight. And I also have this little squeeze toy. She's so cute. It's a little narwhal. And this is also one to sort of like help if I just want to squeeze. I have another notebook in here because sometimes this pouch goes into my handbag for the day. So notebook. Pretty sure there's a pen down in here somewhere. I always have scissors nearby, not just for knitting, but for so many things. I have a lip balm. I have these little wipes for my eyeglasses. Glenn gets these all the time, so I just pop a few in my bag. I have a little nail file because I don't know about you, but if I have a little snag on my nail or a little chip, it will catch on everything and I can't leave it alone. So I always have to have a nail file nearby. I have a little washi tape, which is great on my knitting patterns or if I need to stick something down in a journal. Oh, I have another pair. So I have 2 pairs of scissors in there. I can move one of those. There's my pen. A little hand cream, also essential for me. My hands and nails are so dry at the moment. I am constantly applying cream. I've got another lip balm in there and a measuring tape. So that is what is in my medium zip pouch, and just goes from bag to bag if I need to bring some of these tools with me. I also have at the moment a pencil pouch in here because I have been journaling almost nonstop this month, getting reacquainted with all of my journals and planners and just falling in love with them. And so this little pencil pouch is in there. I used to carry these in my shop and I'm obsessed with them, but I don't offer them at the moment. Unfortunately, the lovely lady that does my leather for me now, the machine that she uses for the piping is broken and she hasn't been able to get it repaired. There's a part missing, and so it's very unfortunate. I'm hoping that one day there will be a solution because these pouches, my cylinder pouches, I just love them. You can grab them, carry it, it just pops in a tote bag so nicely. I won't go through everything in here, but you can see I have a few journaling supplies, washi tapes, a glue stick, and again, scissors. I love having scissors in my bag too, because if you ever travel and you need to clip something or like a tag off of something, it's just so good. So that's my little pencil pouch. I also have my Louise Carmen journal in here. I can't remember if I shared in one of the videos on YouTube, or if it was in Patreon, that I got this Louise Carmen notebook cover last year at the beginning of the year. I put a lot of thought into it. It is a huge investment. And I didn't like it. And I was so disappointed for most of the year. I had tried different things. I really didn't like it. And I couldn't sell it because I had it engraved with my name. But I gave it another try. I took everything out of it. I changed the elastic band color again, changed the charms. I don't think I liked any of the charms that I ordered on the website, and I really love it now. So I have this little moon on the front, and I'm obsessed with these two charms. I have been really interested in my Italian heritage at the moment. My father's Italian, and I've always been influenced by that. It's part of me, it's part of my life, but I've been looking into a few specifically Italian things and really enjoying that. And so I got these two charms because they are known to be Italian good luck charms. And my dad wears the little horn on a gold chain on a necklace. And so I got the little horn, which I think is called cornetto. And then I also got a ladybug because I love ladybugs. I am very, very into anything ladybug motif. And I discovered that that is also a good luck charm in Italy. It's a sign of hope. And this one has her wings partially open, which is also a very good sign. And so I'm very happy with this, and I've been carrying it around like a comfort blanket, and I love it. I'll just share quickly what's in it. I have one of the portfolios in here with stickers and things, but mostly what I'm loving is just using this as kind of an everything journal. I don't have to write in it every day. I've got my routines in here, meal plan ideas, house stuff, to-do lists, all the paint colors that we've put in our home, just lots of ideas on things to do around the house or with like cooking and house stuff. So I'm really enjoying that. Then I have just a little dot notebook in here for video ideas. I'm putting together a favorites video for Patreon, and I've been jotting things down in here, keeping track of what I want to share. There's the back of the portfolio. And then in the back, I have a moleskin journal that is really meant for sketching or just having fun in. And I haven't really used it too much just yet because I've been spending a lot of time setting up my Hobonichis for the year, documenting the days with photos and just inspiration and all kinds of things, as well as working in this sketchbook. This has become one of my obsessions. Let's see, there we go. This is an A4 leather journal cover, a traveler's notebook style that I am going to be adding to the shop soon. I'm just waiting on some different colors of elastic cording to come in so that I can offer some options. But I have been using this for a while now, and it's one of my favorite notebooks or journals. I've got an evil eye charm on here. This is from Michael's. I've just clipped it onto the elastic. And in here, I have two books in the elastics. The first one is, what is this one called? This is a Midori paper, like sketchbook with plain paper in a plastic cover. And then at the back, I have a lined notebook, which I've been using to take notes. And I've kind of figured out what I'm calling this and how I'm treating it, because I have a lot of journals and notebooks which I know is not for everyone, but I really like having different notebooks for different things, whether I use them consistently all year or not. I just kind of dip in and out of them, but I wanted a space that was kind of like a Commonplace notebook. There are lots of videos online about that. It's where people take notes, keep track of different things, but it's a little bit structured. It may not be for everyone, but I was doing a little bit of a deep dive on how I wanted to use this, and I found the perfect name and description of what this is for me. So this is a Zibaldone notebook, which is an Italian word that is kind of like a Commonplace notebook, but it's more of a catch-all. It could be a little more chaotic. It's called a hodgepodge of ideas, quotes, notes, just basically anything and everything. And because I've been looking into a lot of Italian type things, this really stuck with me. It has just started to make sense, and I've been using this notebook all week, just jotting down notes, ideas, putting in inspiring pictures, and I'm loving it. I will probably do a bit of a longer video sharing how I use this at a later date, but for right now, I am just really enjoying getting into this, figuring out what I want to put in here. If I'm reading a nonfiction book, which I often do in the mornings, I want a space to jot down anything important that I don't want to forget. I have started reading The Artist's Way this past week, as well as Simple Abundance each morning. January in Simple Abundance is one of my favorite months. And whenever I see a quote that I don't want to forget, or just a little blurb about something, I'm putting it in here, but I'm keeping it super free, not very structured. There will be no index. It's just like a catch-all for my brain, and I'm loving it. I'm putting swatches in it, and I love this size. So this is like a nice big notebook. I'm not being precious about it. If it gets scratched up, it gets scratched up, and I'm just in love with it. So this is a huge favorite of mine at the moment. And I think we're getting down to the end here. I do have a couple little treats in here. I had a chocolate orange in there last week from Christmas, but now I've got a couple of these Unreal dark chocolate coconut bars. I've got a little hair clip at the back. As for books, I have my current read, as well as my Kindle, which I know is a gadget, so it's not technically part of an analog bag, but to me, it's perfect in here. So I have a couple of books on my Kindle that I'm ready to start, but I just haven't dived in yet. But the book that I've been reading this week is a new one that I discovered someone mentioning on TikTok, and I was very intrigued. It's called The Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon by Beth Brower. This is volume 1. It is very thin. It is literally set up like a journal, and it is really easy to dip in and out of. You don't have to, I don't think you have to remember a ton of what happened from day to day. You can just kind of pick it up and keep going, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a very nice read. I thought that it was going to be an older book. It's set in 1883, and for some reason I thought it was written a long, long time ago, but it's not. It's a current book, but written in the year 1883. So I'm really enjoying that as well. We're almost done here. I just have a couple of things in this little pocket here. I have a hand cream. This was in an advent calendar I had this year from Sage. It's the peppermint twist hand cream, which is very nice. And I have this little rainbow loom person who's actually supposed to be me. James made this for me a very long time ago, and I have a lot of them, and I like to keep them in random bags. I don't know, I just love them. So he put my messy bun, and this was actually a tie-dyed Chelsea Yarns shirt that I used to wear quite often. So he made me, which is super cute. And that is it. That's my entire couch bag or analog bag. I am going to be adding my needlepoint project to this when it arrives. I'm not sure when that will be. I am probably going to swap out my knitting project so that it will fit and it's more of a portable project as opposed to a throw or a blanket. And I'm just gonna keep enjoying this with all of my favorite things. I think the point is just to keep the things that you love close at hand, easy to grab, so you are not tempted to get on your phone. I often have my iPad in there as well, and I know that is a tech gadget, but I really mostly use my iPad to watch YouTube videos, and I tend to watch really calm, really uplifting videos while I'm doing something else. So for me, it's okay. So I think that wraps up what's in my bag. I am going to be heading over to my mom's house in a little bit. So I'm gonna try and get this edited and uploaded as quickly as possible. There is a shop update tonight. I do have updates on my Patreon. You can become a free member over there if you wanna stay in touch with shop updates or what color leather is next, what events I have coming up, anything like that. And I am continuing to post over on Patreon as well if you are interested in watching more videos each week. I'm posting at least one video a week over there, sometimes two. So I think that wraps up what's going on around here this month and what's in my bag. If you have a couch bag, an analog bag, even just, I guess, a huge knitting project bag that's not for one project, let me know what's in yours or what bag you use. I think there are so many great options, and I just love a huge tote. So I'd love to hear if you have something that I haven't mentioned. I would love to hear what you're using for yours and what's in yours as well. So I'm gonna wrap this up now. I hope you guys have a wonderful end to the month, and I will see you soon.